Hello everyone, I'm Joe Bradley, Superintendent of Schools here at Connellsville Area School District, and I want to take this opportunity to send a few messages home today. First, I'm joined today by Mrs. Jamie Bilecki Quinn. Jamie is the newest member of our administration team. She is now the acting principal at West Crawford Elementary. Congratulations, Jamie, and welcome.
Thank you.
Today, our goals, Jamie and I are going to walk through a few goals. Number one, we're going to talk about attendance. We're going to talk about why we're doing attendance and how a student at home and their family can conduct attendance in Connellsville School District. Second, we're going to talk about some of the expectations that our children or families should see in their academic program at home. So in their Google Classroom, what should they expect to see from our great teachers? Third, we're going to talk about what our great students should be turning in and what our expectations of our teachers are of our students. What we need our kiddos to do when they're at home in that at-home model. And lastly, we're going to have a couple of reminders. So first of all, Jamie also represents a parent. So we have a unique opportunity here for me and Mrs. Bilecki Quinn to have a conversation about what it looks like from the lens of a student and what it looks like from the lens of a parent. So again, thank you, Mrs. Bilecki Quinn. With that said, the first thing when our students open up their Chromebook when they're at home, so whether you're a 5-day at-home Google student or whether you're on our hybrid model and you're at home several days a week, this is what we expect out of our families, and we hope to work on this as well as we move along. So, Mrs. Bilecki Quinn, our students will see this screen when they open up.
Yes, they'll see their screen, and they want to open the internet and go to their Clever account.
Now, is this K through 12? This would be appropriate?
K through 12. Yes, they do have to, the first time they do this, put in their username and password for Alma, but once they put it in the first time, it'll always be saved there.
And anybody needs help with that first time password, they can call their building?
Call their building, and we'll be happy to help them, or put an IT ticket in, either one.
Thank you.
Once you're in Clever, you go to Alma. It will automatically log you in. That's normal.
Mm-hmm.
And
so what did you hit back on that screen? You clicked?
Nothing. I clicked nothing. I just clicked it. It just kind of cycles. Awesome. Once you get in, every day you take attendance. Normally, attendance would have not been taken, but my son's in school today and he took his own attendance in 3rd grade. But you would go here and it would say take attendance. And you would pick whether you're present in the building or how you're learning, either asynchronously or synchronously. Those are the 3 options you should pick. Once you pick them, the biggest mistake that we're seeing is that nobody's scrolling to the bottom to save. You have to hit save at the bottom.
Thanks for that hint. That scrolls down there and you have to find that little save button, and we appreciate people looking for that.
And then once it's over, you'll see how the attendance was marked.
So take 1 second to talk about those options. The options were present. If I'm physically in the building that day, yes. Our teachers are going through this process in their classrooms. We're using our technology in the classrooms so that we are used to it when we go into our home model. So what were the other 2 choices?
Present, remote, asynchronous. So you're learning kind of after the school hours or outside of the school day.
Gotcha. And
present, remote, synchronous. You're learning during the school hours.
During school hours. So those are 2 differentiations. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. So now, how do I get to my work? How do I get to my stuff?
Sure. You can close out of that, and either going through Clever or the icon down here at the bottom, you can open your Google Classroom. Okay. You should have 1 Google Classroom for every class. To get into your work, you just click the class that you want to open. To look at your work, you go to classwork, and you'll see what was due daily or weekly.
Okay. So our expectations of our teachers are they're going to have a lesson in every day for our students to complete.
Yeah, especially for their core subjects.
Okay. Can you comment on what the time frame is for that lesson? So how long should it take a student to typically complete that?
It varies by lesson and age. Normally, for my 3rd grade student, it's a worksheet or watch a video or 2 and then do a worksheet, but it's nothing more than 20 minutes a class, if that.
All right, great. And that can vary, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes it might take me 25, sometimes I might pound that out and it might take me 15 minutes.
Correct.
So talk about direct instruction for a second, Mrs. Bilecki Quinn. Our expectations are that our teachers are doing more than just the application of the work. The worksheet is great, that's application. The filling in of a Google Doc is application. That's how we're applying what we learned. Can you walk us through some examples maybe of direct instruction? How are our teachers getting that direct instruction out to our students?
So I've, as a parent, I've seen teachers make their own videos. I've seen teachers upload videos from YouTube or Thinkcentral. But they're adding something for the content.
Great. It could be just reading this passage and then applying what you read for
Yes.
maybe. Now, how about Google Hangouts? And I know some of our teachers are using Google Hangouts, and some of our students love going into Google Hangouts. What can be done in Google Hangout?
So Google Hangout is a time that the teachers would ask the students to be on, and they would have live interaction with the teacher.
Okay.
That's done through either the classroom or an invitation via email, depending on how many people are involved.
Oh, very neat, very neat. And we've seen that be very successful for engagement. So the students are able to interact with each other and they're able to interact with that teacher. Secondly, on Wednesday, our full hybrid day, our teachers can interact one-on-one. They can touch base with a student and say, hey, I just need to go in for 15 minutes with that student. So it's a great opportunity for our families to work in that Google Hangout model as well. Not every day, but teachers are using it, and we will continue to use Google Hangout as well. Mrs. Blecky-Quinn, now that we've gone through the teacher side of it and what we expect from our teachers, what do we expect from our kiddos? What do we expect from our students?
What we expect from our students is that you log in every day and take attendance. We also expect you to bring your Chromebook to school charged every time that you're in
That's
school.
That's a big one, right?
Mm-hmm. And we expect you to log in and do your schoolwork. If you have questions, your teachers are a great resource and they'll help you.
What's the best contact method? Should I email my teacher? Should I use another vehicle?
Teachers could be emailed. You can call the school if it's in the morning at elementary, or they can call you back during their prep. Good. But email would probably be the best.
All right, great. Any final reminders for our families and for our students that might be viewing our video here?
Just that if you need help, reach out. There's plenty of staff in the building, IT department, teachers, anybody's willing to help you be successful as a student.
Well, those are some great reminders. And I want to thank Mrs. Blecky-Quinn for making herself available. She walked us through attendance. She walked us through student expectations and also teacher expectations. Any final hints for our kiddos?
No, nothing. Have a good school year.
All right, great. My last reminders are, our great colleagues in our food service department are willing and ready to have meals ready when students are not in school on any given day for whatever reason that may be. And we'd like to see that participation to go up. We know that our students enjoy our food service and it's available. So any family that is desiring food service, please reach out to their building and we'll walk them through those methods to be able to get their meal on their off days. And lastly, I can speak from all of us, from our board of school directors to our teaching staff, our guidance colleagues, our support staffs. I want to just express our extreme gratitude to all of our families. We are well aware of the flexibility that everyone has had to show. At times it has been a very smooth ride, and the technology worked, the transportation worked, the building worked, our kiddos worked, and sometimes that ride has been a little bit bumpy. One thing I can say is that the health of our students is paramount, and the compliance rate of our students, when we've asked them, you got to wear a mask, we've asked them, you got to stay 6 feet, they've complied every time, and it's really a testament to our families and really that Falcon spirit that we see every day. So I thank you, and in closing, go Falcons.